Welcome to Wasted Pitch, Season 2.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Look
We're
at us.
back. For those that are tuning in for the first time, listen, you're not alone. There are millions out there, quite possibly billions, who have yet to discover this podcast. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. The purpose of the show is not to inform you guys. So if you came here looking for detailed analysis and hard-hitting sports journalism, you're in the wrong place.
Sorry.
I'll give you a minute to step out.
Yep. It's cool.
Okay. We will, however, talk about baseball for a majority of the time. Keyword there is majority, because that doesn't mean all the time. All of us here love the game of baseball, but there's so much more than just stats and analytics and all that boring, pretentious shit that comes with baseball, right? Throughout the course of the season, you'll notice that we cover a wide range of topics throughout the baseball world. Of course, we're going to talk about some current events and any other major things that happen. But we like to have fun.
Yep.
So expect some stories from the past, movie reviews, trivia.
Yep.
Most importantly, some good old-fashioned banter.
That's really kind of the star of the show here. I mean, right?
It is.
Okay.
It is. I would agree.
Good.
Mainly you, Paul. It's that $1 million voice that you have.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. But stick with us throughout the season. We have new episodes dropping weekly for the most part. And let's have some fun.
Let's do it. We need a signature move right there. Let's do the intro and then be like, fucking hit it, or, whatever. And then that's when you'll
I'm going to use that right there. Fucking hit it.
Fucking hit it or something.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we'll go into, all right, topic number 1. Let's get the show going. I don't know if fucking hit it is the right one.
That was perfect. It was improvised. It was beautiful.
Fucking hit it.
Okay, let's talk about the biggest story of the offseason, guys. The uniform debacle.
Oh, is that the biggest story?
It's the biggest, man. Jerseygate. That's what we're going to call it.
Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Good job.
Has anybody called it that yet? Or am I the first?
I think you're the first.
Okay.
I mean, the jerseys are ugly. The pants are unusable.
Yeah, so MLB decided to introduce some new threads this offseason, and the reception has been less than enthusiastic, I would say. I don't think we got an actual reason behind the change. Like, I don't think I've heard anybody.
No, it seems like every couple of years there's minor tweaks to stuff.
Sure.
Maybe an outline on a number or names or something like that. This seems like a much more drastic change.
It's new from scratch.
Why is that?
I would assume that it's more cost effective, but there's also
Clearly.
the commish he's been saying that they are lighter weight.
Players have been saying that too, that it's
lighter, so it's going to be more
breathable.
breathable in the warmer months, which will make them more flexible and cooler and
There's
more
more
comfortable.
Arm movement available.
Yeah.
Yet tighter in the jeans, tighter in the crotch.
Tighter in the crotch.
Well, I mean, how is that more
See-through
flexible?
fabric.
Maybe it's a more flexible fabric, right?
And-
I mean, they're made by Nike and they're distributed by Fanatics, which seems like it would be a quality garment.
Right.
But they look like knockoffs.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
And I'll admit, when I first heard this story, I was super skeptical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought, it sounded like the players were just complaining, blah, blah, blah. We got new
No one likes
uniforms.
change.
We're going to whine some more. This sucks, blah, blah, blah.
And then
When
the
I
pictures
saw-
came out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When I saw those things, Yeah, I was taken aback. It was. There's been some pictures floating around the interwebs, and if you haven't seen them yet, you can go look at them. And they're clearly see through. It shows.
It leaves nothing to the imagination.
Not at all.
Nothing at all.
And some people were saying, like, experts is what they called them. Insiders. Insiders. The insiders say that there is nothing different about the fabric that they were using last year. And that the see-through was not really see-through because it was the studio lights that they were using. But there's pictures of, like, guys just playing out on the field. Like, there's one where the guy's like, I don't know, he's like bending over and fielding a ball.
Yeah.
And he's letting America field his balls in
there
this
you
picture.
Go.
Like,
very
it
well
is.
Played.
The fabric might be the same, but the thickness of it could be different.
It's almost like the fabric is the same sort of SKU number from one company, but maybe to another company that actually decided to do all the sewing and put it together. Completely different.
Yeah,
it's completely different.
It is.
They can't sit there and come out and say this is the same. It's totally the same. No, it's obviously not the same.
No, and I don't know if they're going to try and change it before the start of the season.
On that, Tony Clark wants to change it. MLBPA.
Yeah,
wants nothing to do with these.
Added to the fact is that they don't have enough of them. Like, there are players that don't have backup uniforms.
Well, there's teams that don't even have the new uniforms yet. I think the Padres were playing with last year's pants.
It's ridiculous.
So definitely MLB dropped the ball.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when the commissioner, like, I've never seen a commissioner come out to a press conference to defend the uniforms. But that's what happened.
What a world. What a world.
It's like the quality of the job putting the names and numbers on there. In the toilet.
They're heat pressed instead of stitched on.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Really, while they're uneven and sort of
off center.
Yeah. Oh my God. Horrible.
It's pretty brutal. So I don't know if they're going to have. I mean, maybe they'll have time to get it done before the actual season starts. There's what? A month?
About a month.
We got a month
before
5 weeks.
It starts. 5 weeks.
I think the Mariners' first game is the 28th against the Sox.
Which ones? The Red Sox?
Yeah. I mean, the White Sox, I don't think you call the Sox. That's not a thing.
Unless you're a White Sox fan. What do they? I mean, they got to have a nickname for the
jackasses.
South Side? Is that what the South Side?
For the
Southies?
Connect.
No, Southies are Boston again. God damn it.
See, exactly.
Anyway, back to the uniforms. They are. It's not really the biggest story of the offseason. I'm just kidding with you guys, obviously.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Are they also doing the in-season regular uniforms? All the City Connect home and away for everybody else too? Or were they just doing spring training uniforms?
That is a good question.
Batting practice uniforms. I know there's different batting practice hats in spring training than there are regular season.
Oh, so maybe I'm mistaken. These are not going to be used during the regular season. Well, I know that spring training uniforms are different, obviously. Yeah. But are they using the same
company?
Like, following the same, thread as this?
Yeah.
It is unclear whether these uniforms will differ from those worn in the regular season.
Of course it's unclear, because nobody fucking knows. That's bullshit. That means that they know they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
And they're scrambling to try and figure it out.
Big time.
Yeah. Seeing what they got in the warehouse from last year.
Yeah, not a good start for MLB, but par for the course, I guess. There's always something. Always something. The true biggest story, guys, obviously, this offseason was Shohei Mania. Our boy. We've taken that crown. He is. We love Shohei. Yes. Yep. He's getting paid, fellas.
Who is he?
But
It's old news. It's old news at this point, and we haven't
is.
had a chance to cover it because it happened in December. We were on our little hiatus. We've had the opportunity to digest it. Here's the facts: 10 years, $700 million, with the Los Angeles Dodgers of Los Angeles.
Nice.
Obviously, that's a fuckload of money. But the crazy part is that he's deferring $680 million until 2033.
I have
Yeah. And that's not, it's totally legal to do that in MLB. Like, I mean, there's nothing illegal about this contract either. Like, it's just weird.
It's brilliant.
It was his idea, by the way. His doing. He wanted to do this.
'Cause he wants to win the World Series.
Yes. It was so the Dodgers can continue to build a championship team.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's the contract, Shohei contract is insane, but everything the Dodgers have done this offseason
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like if they don't win the World Series like the next 4 years in a row, I'm sure it's like it's a failure.
It
Oh,
allows
it's
them
100%
to
a
have
failure.
the hottest player and have the payroll to build a team around him, which
The sexiest player? Is that what you meant, Eric? By hottest? He's the sexiest player in MLB?
I meant by both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously. It's just how has a team never done this before?
Right. Or teams have always deferred.
Right, but
Always heard about it.
to this extent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, like, I guess we haven't seen a player to this extent.
This is true.
A player that is so in demand, like
Yeah.
Shohei is. You know, and I believe that he's doing it because he wants to, help build a championship team. But there's also probably some tax benefit that he's reaping because he is in the state of California.
Right.
Well,
and it's such a high salary.
Didn't somebody come out from like, I don't know, the state of California tax code person came out and said something about, can you do this? What's going on
Yeah.
here?
They're
It's
like, wait a minute.
Investigation into this whole process.
It also
They're having Congress look into it.
Yeah.
California Congress.
It also allows the Dodgers to reap not just, win titles and whatever, but also reap the economic benefits of having Ohtani on the team before they have to pay him. So
For sure.
they've already sold tons of shirts and all that kind
Season
of stuff.
tickets and all
Season
that.
tickets that they're expected to have his contract, have made the money back for his contract before they have to pay him.
Wow.
It's impressive.
That's the place that's going to be like a $37 hot dog and a $29 beer with a $45 bag of peanuts. And it's just like, you've got to be kidding me. How do you enjoy it?
It's probably already pushing that anyway.
Probably.
It's LA. I mean, it's expensive. Seattle's the same way. Seattle's expensive. I mean, I remember paying, I think it was $24 for that 24-ounce beer.
Well, dollar an ounce.
Dollar an ounce. I mean, that's
what we do here.
Normal.
It wasn't a good beer. I mean, it was, it was a
Probably
Rainier.
Coors Light.
No, it was a Rainier,
Oh,
which
was
is a
it?
good
Okay.
beer, but it's not a craft
Good
beer,
Yeah,
so to speak.
exactly. It's funny. Best part about that, really quick, sorry.
Yeah.
The whole deferring money and all that. As far as Dodgers go, Teoscar Hernandez signed the 1 year, $25 million contract, roughly 25. I can't remember specifically. And he's having like 15 of the 25 deferred over the next 10 years as well.
What? Why?
Exactly. I think now they're just abusing the whole rule. I don't understand.
Are they like testing the limits of what they can do? Like, are they
why not?
trying to?
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
You don't need 15 million in a year. You need to, split up and reap the tax benefits, and you'll still
Also, wow, $25 million for
Yeah.
Teoscar Hernandez. Come on,
For 1 year.
come on.
Yeah, I
Get
guess he
outta
really
here.
wanted to play for Boston, but Boston was like,
Yeah, it didn't.
Well, Boston doesn't want to win baseball games. That's why.
not anymore.
Boston doesn't want to pay any players.
Yeah, sounds familiar. All too familiar.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Big spenders over here.
Dude, KC is going to take it. It's their year.
It is. It
KC
is.
Dodgers World Series. Too
Dude.
early to predict. Predict. That's the word. Too early to predict
Yep.
that.
Nailed it. Predict.
There it is.
You'll get there. If there was one team in MLB who did not need any more firepower, it was probably the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
But they have added Shohei. They have added, I can't remember his name, Yamamoto.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they snatched him.
And they got him. But he got $200 million out of the deal as well
Yeah.
somehow. Yeah.
They added a few more players, which is insane to think about after adding Shohei like that. Which, I wasn't surprised that he went to the Dodgers. That was the least surprising thing about this was that he went just across the city to.
Right.
And everybody knew he was going to do that. That was predicted by every baseball writer, every GM. Like, everybody knew that's what was going to happen.
It makes sense. It makes sense that he would do that, right?
Yeah.
It's easy. He doesn't have to move. Well, he may move because he was probably living in Anaheim, and you definitely want to get the fuck out of Anaheim.
I think he was on the beach still.
Was he?
I think he's been close to
Oh.
the beach this whole entire time.
Of course he has.
Yeah, man.
living it up.
Yep.
Just take a helicopter.
Ooh. That would be cool if he's like the first MLB player to just like
Copter and
travel by helicopter. Have you guys seen those like personal helicopters that they're making now? They're like
Oh my
they're
gosh.
all electric personal helicopters, and they travel. I think it's like 50 miles or something like that.
And you
I'm
fly
telling you,
yourself?
there's going to be, you fly in yourself. You just sit in there, and it just like it's like a little mini fucking helicopter. Like you
As
can
long as
go.
Tesla's not making them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if Tesla's making them, then we're all doomed. But it's a thing that we're going to be seeing those pretty soon here, Paul. Pretty soon, you're going to be taking a helicopter to work, dude. Just get ready.
Well, my commute sucks, so I'm down.
It's perfect.
I'm down.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Why were we talking about Shohei commuting?
Because he's already on the beach. He's on
the beach, that's
he
right.
doesn't need to move out of Anaheim because there's no way he lived in that shithole. But
That's for sure.
yeah.
But it should be interesting. I commend the Dodgers for going for it, man.
They give the people, they give their fans exactly what they want. But the craziest part, or one of the biggest mysteries or whatever about the Dodgers, they always have a good farm system as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like they know how to draft and develop, and it doesn't matter like how much they spend because they got good young people just waiting. So
Yeah, and it seems like they give up a shitload of players when they trade for somebody at the deadline, and then it still doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's like a rotation of just an excellent farm system / superstars.
yeah, they're good.
They are. But it doesn't matter because, like we just talked about, the Royals are going to beat them in the World Series this year, Paul. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Royals signed Will Smith in the offseason.
And he's won like
Not
the last
actor.
4.
Yes, he has. Well, there's been a Will Smith in the past 4 World Series.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
This particular Will Smith, the relief pitcher,
Yep.
has been on the winning team of the last 3 World Series teams.
Man, I tell
And
you.
we signed him. And, maybe that's all you need is Will Smith in your dugout.
I'm totally down with watching the Royals just crush. Totally down.
It's,
Except for when they play the Mariners.
right. Well,
But
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
let's go. Do the Royals have a name for like their fans?
no. Do they? I don't think so. I've never been called like no, I think it's just
Royal
Royals
Kingdom.
fans. It's
Is
not
it-
no,
it's
because that's the Chiefs.
Chief
That's
Kingdom, exactly.
Chiefs Kingdom.
Right.
They always have like one of the, you know how teams come up with slogans
Something like that. Yeah.
once a year or whatever it is, like
Yeah.
"See us rise." That
Hell
bullshit.
yeah. We're still rising. Still rising.
Yeah, still rising.
5 years later. Still going up.
The Royals have been. It's like Royal Rain or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's bad. It's fucking stupid.
I love it.
No, there's no name. There's no name for us. We're depressed because we're Royals fans.
Dude, not after that off season.
Not after the
You're
offseason.
not depressed at all. Suddenly it's like, wait a minute, management suddenly cares. Hold on a second, brand new stadium coming. What's going on here? They're inspired by the freaking Chiefs, is what's going on.
Well, new stadium's not coming yet. We'll see if that actually happens. They're going to vote on it in April.
It'll happen.
I don't know.
What's the guy's name that's holding up? Former player.
Well, now it's not. It was Frank White who was holding it up, and he was
Right.
just trying to keep them from having a vote. Because he has like a grudge against the Royals. He was a former player, then he was a coach. He got fired as a coach. Didn't take kindly to that, and he's kind of held a grudge against them for 20 some odd years or whatever it has been.
Just him against the fucking world or the whole city of Kansas City ain't gonna work.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't want the stadium though.
They want to stay in Kaufman, like.
Yeah, they don't want to pay the taxes.
Oh, well.
They don't want to. It's kind of silly. And I'll go into detail about this if you guys want. But
I'm pretty sure Seattle is still paying for the kingdom.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely.
And that's how, like, sad to say, but that's how we get nice things, right? The cities, the counties have to cover the cost of the taxes, or, you know, have to pay taxes to cover the cost of building these new stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, there's a tax in place, a sales tax, 3/8 cent sales tax that gets added to everyone who pays for something in Jackson County, which is in the county where Kauffman Stadium is. It goes until 2031. They are proposing an extension for like another 30 years or 40 years or something like that. I don't even know what it is. It's either that or we wait until the tax goes away in 2031 and then the Royals make other plans. That could be moving to Kansas. That could be moving to fucking Nashville. It could be doing something. Yeah, it could be. There's like a little battle going on. And the Chiefs are in on it too, because the Chiefs share the same parking lot. And so like they're trying to get that tax money as well because they want the Royals to move. And then the Chiefs want to build up in that parking lot.
What?
Yeah, they want to like add to their stadium. They want to build like a village, like a fucking fan village or something like that. Like they did in Foxborough.
So there's no like co-owning of the Chiefs and the Royals together? There's none of those people? Or that sports group or whoever?
No.
Wow.
No, two separate people that own the teams. John Sherman owns the Royals and Clark Hunt owns the Chiefs. They want to part ways because the Chiefs want to build their own thing. They want to build a statue of Patrick Mahomes the size of the Statue of Liberty.
Wow. Well, they should.
Or that giant Jesus that's down there in South America. It's going to be that big on a mountaintop.
Up
You're
on
going
the
to drive
hill,
through. Yeah. I don't know. It's boring. I'm so over talking about that. We'll see if it comes to fruition. But I think that's why they're spending money is because they're trying to get people like excited about the fucking team and, you know, like, hey, we're all about winning and we want to have this new stadium.
Right.
I think that's why they're spending money.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe they'll build
they want to win, but I think it's more about strategy.
Maybe the Royals will build a Hosmer statue.
Is it him missing ground balls? Would that be the
Standing
statue?
behind first base trying
Yeah.
to play? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Haas, he retired. He's going to be doing a podcast.
Oh, of course he is.
Yeah, of course
Well,
he is.
He's probably going to do some play-by-play for the Royals.
We're going to have
as well.
some competition. He's not there yet. He'll get there. He'll get to our level.
Right.
Hopefully he listens and understands what it's like to have a baseball podcast. Did you say he was going to do commentary?
He's got to do something like that with the Royals. I mean, they'll invite him back and be like, come do Friday night home games with us, or
That'd be cool.
join the local sports network for some stuff.
Mm-hmm. I could see that. I don't know that I've ever listened to Eric Hosmer talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'd be good. I guess I'll have to listen to his podcast.
Yeah, I hope he is for the sake of his podcast.
Right.
Yeah, you better hope he's good. Now he's retired. You don't have a choice, Haas.
Yep. If you want to make money. I guess he doesn't
I'm pretty
need to
sure
make
he
money.
made a shitload of money.
Yeah, he's got plenty of millions sitting there.
Yeah. What else did we miss? There was something else that happened big this offseason. We had a couple of big moves. Juan Soto is now with the New York Yankees.
Wow, that's a scary lineup. If healthy.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
If healthy.
He's going to be on another team in 2 years. He moves around more than any player I've seen.
Well, he's going to want Shohei money here in a second. Is he worth it?
No, absolutely not. He's not Shohei.
not even
exactly. But he's going to. Is Boris represent Soto?
Probably.
Because if he
Probably.
does, he's certainly going to try to get him Shohei money.
Oh, he's going to be sorely disappointed.
Cody Bellinger was just signed. Cody.
3 years, 80 million, something like that.
Yeah, pretty good deal with the Cubs.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking that the Mariners were going to go after Cody Bellinger, but then I remembered that the Mariners don't like to sign players that are younger than 32. So,
Let alone we don't go after free agents. Like,
why is that? Do you guys just what's the deal?
DePito likes to trade, man. He doesn't want to just give somebody a bunch of money. He wants to like trade assets.
Does he understand that you need to get good players on your team to put a winning product on the field? Is that
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not at all.
I was just curious.
Although it's like who we signed Mitch Garver, the DH backup catcher from Texas. He was a free agent. So we signed him to like 2 years, like 12 million, I think. No, 2 years, 24 million. That's huge. That was fucking huge.
Backup catcher is a big acquisition.
Man, full-time DH. This is the first full-time DH the Mariners have had since Edgar Martinez, who the award is named after at this point. But no, that's not a DePito move.
I don't think I've made this comparison before, and I think I just thought of it. The Mariners are the new Angels.
How dare you?
In the sense that I think they're going to waste. I hope they don't, but I think
Julio?
they might end up. They're going to waste Julio. I think Julio's going to be sitting there just chilling, doing his thing, not making the playoffs.
That first off, that
You
kind of
know
hurts
what?
a little bit.
He's never won a playoff game. You know who else has never won a playoff game? Mike Trout.
Julio's won playoff games last year.
Oh, he did. He won. Yeah, that's right.
Swept
That's
Toronto.
That's
Those
right.
2 games.
Then they got swept by Houston.
Hey man,
Okay,
easy.
Sorry.
So what's going to happen is DePito's going to be gone here pretty soon because it's not working. But Julio is going to win MVP in like 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
Does that mean the Mariners are going to win?
Probably not.
Questionable.
Yeah, you guys signed Jorge Polanco. Is that right?
We traded for Jorge Polanco.
Oh, traded.
Yep.
Trader.
We don't sign him. We traded for
My bad, I
Jorge,
forgot.
so we got. I mean, the whole thing. Contact hitters, guys that protect the plate. That was the whole thing going into the offseason, which is weird about the Mitch Garver signing. Then, Jorge's good, I mean, he's gonna, hopefully like small ball, push people like up a base and just kind of get it into play and get some of our young guys running. But then, we got Mitch Haniger back in there. It's like, woo. Mitch played like 30 games a year. And when he played those 30 games, he was awesome, but can't stay healthy. Luke Raley. We traded for Luke Raley of the Tampa Bay Rays. Exactly. Another dude
I'm
who's
shaking my head. For those that can't see, I'm shaking my head.
Nothing. There was absolutely nothing, like no signings or trades that were like, oh God, this is gonna do it. This is gonna seal the deal for us, make us the competitive team we've been waiting for. But no, I think we're gonna be a solid deep team, but we're also gonna have a whole lot of injuries to deal with because that's just what we do.
Well, good luck. Good luck, Mariners.
But name a better pitching staff than the Mariners. A better, younger,
I will give you
controllable pitching staff than the Mariners.
I'll give you that. Your pitching staff is solid, and it's probably top 2, 3, if not the best. Easily. I will agree. But Paul,
yes,
I'm sorry,
Nick.
That offense is just not getting it done, man. Yeah, I know. It hurts. I get it.
It's a little disappointing. But yeah. Obviously the whole big problem this year was the regional sports network issue. We ended up buying the Root Sports 100% ownership, and they were kind of like, "Oh my God, the cost of running that's going to be crazy. So we can't be spending money on all these players." And so, yeah, ownership's a bunch of jackasses. They need some. What's the Steve dude from the Mets? What's his name?
Steve Cohen.
Just spend the money, man. Art Moreno money. Just fucking spend the money. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, that's my philosophy. It's like, if you want to win and you want to win now, then you got to spend the money.
Yeah,
if you have the money, the money is not real in this sense for these guys that own the teams.
Right.
Like to a point, it's like, okay, if we really want someone, look at the Dodgers. $700 million for one person. That's over insane. 10 years.
Yeah.
It's insane. The Mariners can afford somebody. They can afford. They could have gone out and got Juan Soto if they wanted.
I'm pretty sure the Mariners were like the 5th or 6th most profitable team
100%.
Last year or something.
Yeah. It's because of the $24 beers. That's why.
And it's real. It pays off. For the $24 Coors Light.
Rainier. It was Rainier.
Rainier, sorry.
I wouldn't drink Coors Light at a Mariners game.
I'm pretty sure that's like one of the only choices nowadays.
Probably. Yeah.
Besides the $47 IPA.
Ooh, I'm sure that one's tasty.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that the Mariners just can't get it together. Red Sox, on the other hand, also can't get it together.
Don't want to get it.
What did you guys do? What did you guys do? You have Greinke now, don't you? You guys are
Greinke.
What?
I'm pretty sure. I think Greinke is with the Red Sox now.
No.
Greinke hasn't signed with anybody yet. That's the look of like, are you sure? I get that look, but
nope.
Yeah,
I saw something the other day that they were working on a deal.
We got Hendricks and we got
Zachary.
What's his name?
Maybe it's fake. You know what? It could have been fake. I see lots of fake, like weird Boston shit. I don't know why.
Because every Boston Globe reporter speculates that, like, they'll print articles of this is what the Red Sox should do.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he hasn't signed with anybody yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was probably fake. I just didn't care to look and see if it was real. I was just kind of hoping that it was real because then Eric and I could have something to talk about. But now we don't.
We have nothing else to talk about.
Nothing else to talk about. So that ends our Red Sox session. Good. They're doing great.
The player they didn't
The fireman didn't sign.
Yeah. That would have been a big
no, it
signing
doesn't,
point.
because they're going to have a documentary.
Yeah.
We get to look behind the scenes at the wonderful Red Sox organization.
Netflix is doing a Drive to Survive with MLB, following one team a year, starting with the Red Sox this season.
So are they going to rotate, or is it just like a special Red Sox?
I think they're testing it out, and if it works out, then they'll go to another team next year. I think that's what the plan is.
Is it kind of like Hard Knocks, where they go to like bad teams? Okay,
maybe.
So we got Red Sox this year, Mariners next year,
and then Royals. I mean,
not if we win the World Series like everyone's predicting. Everyone is predicting.
Everyone is predicting that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I wonder if like the Red Sox ownership is it still, what's his name? John Henry? Is that still the owner?
Yeah,
dude?
the Fenway Group. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he kind of like, are they just hoping to make a bunch of money off this like Netflix thing? Or, I mean, is that the plan?
The speculation is that they're going to sell the Red Sox. That's the speculation.
So it's like a marketing thing.
That's
like
exactly what it is.
They didn't make any big moves because they're trying to save money.
Wow.
And, and they've got I can't remember the British football team they have.
I was going to say they're
Liverpool
owned by the same
something, or
they
Man United, Manchester.
No, is it
LeBron James is a part of that.
What?
LeBron James is an investor in the Fenway Group. Yeah. I think it's Liverpool.
They
have a NASCAR team. Like they're not devoted to baseball.
They're trying to sell. They're just trying to sell off that portion of their assets, or are they trying to sell the whole?
This is all speculation. This is all speculation that they're selling, that they want to get rid of the Red Sox. So they own NASCAR's RFK Racing, Major League Baseball's Boston Red Sox, the Premier League's Liverpool FC, National Hockey League's Pittsburgh Penguins, and TMRW Golf League's Boston Common Golf.
TMRW, tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Isn't that league that like Steph Curry and somebody else? It's like, or Tiger Woods, and it's sort of like, 2-on-2 competitive golf, something like that. Something weird like that. It's very brand new. Very brand new.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
2-on-2?
Something
Shirts
like
versus
that.
skins.
Nice.
Trying to make it, what's the cricket version that took off? Cricket used to be 3 days long, but they came out with a new version that's just a couple hours, and it became super, obviously super popular.
Cricket is 3 days long?
Like if you follow the real rules of cricket, it's it can take up to 3 days to play. But then they came out with a version that would fit within 3 hours, and that's like the one that like blew up internationally, and all the competitions are. Very good YouTube video. We'll put it in the notes, in the show notes on our website.
So when it was 3 days long, did they literally play like 24 hours a day? Or
No.
Did you go home after a while and be like, let's just pick it up tomorrow at 8?
As it is, you take tea breaks in the middle of the game.
They take nap rotations.
I like it.
We have a lot of cricket fans that follow us on Instagram. I think they follow us thinking that we're a cricket podcast, which we are not a cricket podcast.
Nope.
Well, no, maybe they can help us become one.
Maybe so.
No.
Maybe that's a part of our journey. Maybe we learn the game of cricket, and then we can watch 3-day long broadcasts together.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I don't understand a thing about cricket.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I'll put this video. It's a very good video of understanding cricket for baseball fans. I'll put it in the show notes on our website.
Did you see the one video the one video during a cricket match going around where the commentator guy is like, okay, check this out. It's the greatest catch in cricket history. So the dude pitches, the guy hits it. It goes up into the crowd. A cameraman reaches up and grabs it, throws it back on there, but it's an outdoor stadium, so he's smoking a cigarette, throws it back out there, sits back down on his chair, puts his arm up, takes a big drag of the cigarette, and the
Yes.
commentator's like, here's the best part. Double dragon. He's blowing the smoke out of his nose. And he's like, is that not the coolest catch you've ever seen? Oh, it's classic.
Oh man, I need to watch that. That
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny. Clearly it was happening like late 80s, early 90s.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask if this was like recent,
Yeah.
if they were letting them smoke in the stadiums.
But yeah, baseball. Okay.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Okay. See, I told you guys at the beginning of this podcast, we like to have fun, and sometimes the majority of the time we're going to talk about baseball.
Right.
Well, should we make some predictions, gentlemen? Way too early predictions for our
Yeah.
teams,
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
think it's
yeah.
too early for the Red Sox.
huh?
I don't think it's too early to predict what the Red Sox are going to do.
37 wins for the Red Sox this year.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, I'll start. Here's my predictions. Are you guys ready?
Can you reference what we predicted last year? Do you have that?
Oh, I do. 1 second. Okay, predictions from last year. Eric, you predicted that the Royals would win 65. Red Sox would win 86, and the Mariners would win 92. Paul, you predicted. I laugh at this every time.
Yes.
The Mariners would win 96.
Yes.
The Red Sox would win 66, and the Royals would win 38. And then the real winner, obviously, it wasn't even close. The Royals, 57, Red Sox, 79, Mariners, 82. So this year, obviously, clearly, I am the smartest of the three of us.
Wow.
We're luckiest.
Well, maybe. It could be. Royals. Hold on, I got to write this down. I got to
Good call.
make sure that it's recorded for history. Royals are going to win 84 games,
Wow.
and they are going to win
The
the
division
AL Central
with
yes.
84 wins.
with 84 wins. Here's the thing. If the Royals are at or above 500 by May, they have a good shot. Biggest problem is that we always start off like
Well,
2-27.
oh, I thought you guys started out well, but then just fucking slid at the end of the
we
summer.
usually win like 4 games to begin the first couple of weeks, and then it's just a slide. It's just a mudslide all the way downhill, and then we just can't get over that hump.
Okay.
84 games. They're going to win the AL Central. Red Sox, not 84 games. I'm going to call it 70 games. And we'll just end it at that because we know the end result of 70 games. Absolutely nothing. Mariners. 79 games.
Wow. They're going to do worse. What did you predict last year?
I had that they were 84. 82.
Okay.
82, yeah. And I was really close. They won 85 or 86, I think.
88.
Okay, well, I was really close.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to win 9 fewer games. So
Did you write that down? You feel good
did.
about that?
I feel really good about that, actually. I think that's pretty much spot on.
Well, here's what's really going to happen.
Okay, let's hear it.
The Mariners
Mm-hmm.
are going to win 93 games.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. Baltimore. Boston Red Sox are going to win 72 games.
Ooh,
Fair
72.
enough. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough. Kansas City Royals,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
87 games.
Wow, 87.
Yeah.
That's more than I predicted.
I feel like I believe more than you believe in the Royals, I think.
I don't know about that.
Man,
Maybe. You believe maybe too much in
You got to
in these
believe,
teams.
Nick. You got to project the good winning spirit out there into the world.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that
Yeah.
stance. I get it.
Yeah. Sorry
Eric?
about the Red Sox, Eric.
Yeah, let's hear the
All right, so can I get a recap of what you guys said for the Red
No.
Sox? Okay.
Oh, yes. 70
Mhm.
for me, 72 for Paul.
I'm going with 75.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Last year they had 78. Okay, so got it.
A nice, respectable losing record.
Yeah, of course. It's above 500, right?
But I mean,
no?
it's like last year
It's less than 500.
Yeah.
they were
never mind.
2, 3, 4
I'm an
games
idiot.
above 500, most of the season in that division that was super competitive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no.
And they're worse this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you guys say for the Royals?
I said 84. Paul said 87.
I have 84 as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And for the Mariners.
Your Seattle Mariners, that's what he was about to say.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And for
Not mine.
your Seattle Mariners.
What did you guys have?
I had 37.
Mm-hmm.
No, just kidding. 79. And Paul had like 112 or some shit. 93.
I'm going to go with 83.
Oh, yes. One
Last
less
year
than the
you had a
Royals.
lot more faith in the Mariners, Eric. A
I
lot
did.
more faith.
You're right.
I would say 83 is a pretty good amount of faith for that baseball team. Come on.
Sure.
I want to ask all the league sources what their predictions are for the Mariners. What are the PECOTA projections for the Mariners? Do we have those yet?
I don't think so.
They may not be out.
Mariners were like in the top 6, I believe, of World Series win percentage to win the World Series. Somebody put out earlier this year. Somebody
Yeah.
ESPN related.
I don't believe it.
Sneaker team.
It was on a Bleacher Report Mariners page. I know it.
Sneaker team. Watch.
Okay. Speaking of watch,
Mm-hmm.
there's some teams that are. Well, we can talk about this later, but I don't know how people are going to watch some of these teams this year.
This is going to be an issue, right?
Yeah, there's some speculation that Amazon or Apple will be grabbing up some of those before the start of the season.
Well, didn't Amazon already make a deal and buy some of the Diamond Sports or agree to show?
They
That's
agreed
what it
to
was. It was
show them.
Okay.
Bally
Yeah.
Sports.
Bally. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're going to
Yeah,
show
so-
them. But
So
who's going to
Amazon,
broadcast?
Amazon's in
actually-
the game. They're in
Yeah.
the game. Like, I bet they pick up more and want to show more games.
Do we know if they're going to charge people more to watch them?
Oh, Prime membership's going to jump to like $400 or something stupid, probably.
Great.
We shall see.
Anyway, what did you find out about PECOTA? Anything, Eric?
I'm
They're
not
not
seeing
out
it. They've just got a percentage to win the World Series.
Okay.
all I can find.
And Mariners?
Oh, yeah.
They're on there somewhere.
Not in the top 6, though?
There's no way.
No, you're not in the top 6.
Ah,
Yeah, there's
come
no
on.
way. I can
There's
name
no way.
10 better teams than the Mariners right now.
All right. Opening up Vegas Insider.
Eric looks at his phone like he is
90 years old.
75 years old. It's incredible.
You guys shut up. Seattle to win is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12th.
Yeah, see? Perfect. That's a perfect spot for them. What are the Royals? Royals are like 19th, I bet.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Where the fuck are they?
Oh, boy.
Keep counting.
They're
no.
fourth from the bottom. The Red Sox are above Kansas City.
These guys don't know shit.
What do you guys think is the team? Okay, there's 2 teams tied for worst odds to win the World Series.
Washington Nationals and
Colorado Rockies.
yeah.
So
and the
close.
A's.
There you go.
A's,
A's
yeah,
and
A's.
Rockies.
Yeah.
Oh, Nationals are above that.
Nationals, Kansas City, and Chicago White Sox are one step above that.
Yeah.
No love for the Royals, bro.
Yeah, they don't know what they're talking about.
Hey,
Except when it comes to the Mariners. They know exactly what they're talking about.
Head to Vegas and put some money down. It's a good, easy money.
That's exactly what I do not need to do.
3, 4. See, the Mariners are 8th on this Vegas Insider MLB odds that I'm seeing. Dodgers, Braves, Astros, Yankees, Rangers, Orioles, Phillies, Mariners.
I don't know what you're looking at. I'm looking at the 2024 World Series odds.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll see.
Yeah, it's okay.
Long season.
Yeah, it is a very long season, and it hasn't even started yet.
And it hasn't even started.
A lot can happen. Again, these are way too early predictions. So we'll take a look at these come November to see where we ended up. Or I'm going to say we can knock out 2/3 of these by September, but we'll see. None of our teams made the playoffs last year, hoping that we can.
We missed it by 1 game.
Change that.
1 game.
1 game. Yep.
Not this year.
Too bad. So sad. 94. Is that what you said? 93. 93 games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a bold move. Bold prediction.
Yep.
Hot takes.
Mariners, Orioles, ALCS. Wow. Sounds about right.
I like how you just kind of had a conversation with yourself there.
Wow. I mean, it sounds brilliant. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it sounds brilliant.
Sounds like the ramblings of a madman.
Come on. Hey,
Well,
so
guys, yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, did we miss anything? I think it might be time to wrap up the first episode.
Yeah, no, this is good. This is a good setup, a good start.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Paul? You had.
I was going to talk about something not baseball related, so I can
let's
wait.
talk about it. What do we got?
You know what I started to do this off season? I started to chainsaw carve.
Yeah. Chainsaw carve?
Yeah.
Like ice carving or wood carving or?
Well, I took a chainsaw and I carved wood. Made some mushrooms and some gnomes and some boots and yeah.
Okay. How big is the chainsaw that you're using?
There's 2 of them. One has a 14-inch and one has a 20-inch bar.
Okay.
Roughly like 60 cc motors. Yeah.
Paul, question for you.
Talk to me, Goose.
Are you able to have any normal hobbies?
What's normal, man?
Yeah, what's abnormal, Eric? God, super judgmental over here.
That's what he does to me, man. The entire time I've known him. He's always had this look of like, what
Paul,
the fuck,
why are you such a fucking weirdo?
Yeah.
Second question.
Yeah.
Are you any good?
Fucking A.
All right.
I mean, don't look at the cut on my hand, but yes.
That was going to be question number 3.
That comes with the territory.
Exactly, man. You live and learn. This is part of life.
Okay, so you said you made a gnome? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
A mushroom?
And some mushrooms. Yeah.
Okay, and what else?
Boots. Cowboy boots.
Do you wear the cowboy boots, or is it just a decoration?
No.
Okay.
It's like a decorative piece.
Cowboy boot clogs.
Like I'll do like the main thing, and then I'll hand it off to the missus. She'll do some sanding, and she'll do some like staining and painting, and dude, it's some sweet shit.
I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that was a thing. I was picturing like a mini chainsaw, like a tiny little.
Well, there is a tiny. You use that for the details.
It's like a Dremel, but it's a chainsaw.
Man, angle grinders, Dremels. These are all part of the process of fine tuning your art, man. Your craft.
What type of wood do you use?
Well, currently, whatever's lying around, cherry wood, cedar, then there's there's so many different like evergreen fir type of big ass pieces of wood that I'm still trying to figure out what's what. But yeah.
2 questions.
Talk to me,
One,
Goose.
I'm not going to be a dick like Eric. I'm going to ask you real questions.
Man, you're just a dick in general. Come
Well,
on.
that's true, but I'm really going to ask you real questions.
Okay.
This time.
Yeah.
One, do you have like a signature that you put on there? Do you like have like a little?
Oh yeah, you certainly got to sign your work, a little bit if you can.
Yeah. What does it look like? Is it just PB Express?
It's a penis. I'm not.
It's a penis. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, okay. I know. That's what you wanted to say. You turn it over on the bottom. You're like, what?
Yep. Well, exactly. That's kind of cool. I would appreciate
mushrooms.
That. Well, second question: do you sell them?
Well, maybe eventually that would be kind of the idea. Right now, it's obviously I'm just trying to practice, and every time people want one, they're like, or every time people see them, they're kind of like, this is fantastic. And do you remember my friends Juan and Anita that lived down on the Alki Point there? We went and visited them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they have a house now. They're cutting down a tree. They want me to make a bench.
Ooh, cool.
Would carve them a bench.
Nice.
So,
sidebar, their names are Juan and Anita. Did they ever just go by Juanita? Like as one name?
No.
Is that a stupid question? I thought it was kind of funny.
Kind of funny, though. I mean,
okay.
I didn't put that together until you just said that. That's
Eric's face when I asked that question, he was like, this fucking guy.
This fucking guy. No, but yeah. I just thought I'd share a little bit about myself.
I enjoy
and what's been happening my off season.
I'm glad you feel that this is a safe space.
It is. It is.
It totally
Eric.
is.
The interwebs. Very safe.
Yes.
Absolutely. No harm has ever come from the internet.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make bats.
Ooh.
Chainsaw carved bats.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
That would be cool. You're the next Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, those
I
legs are
am the
overrated.
next Louisville Slugger. Very good.
Well,
there you go.
On that note,
let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, that was great. I'm glad you brought that up. Stick with us next week, everybody. We'll be here again. And thanks for listening. Welcome back. Welcome to season 2.
Welcome back,
we are
Wastoids.
Underway. Welcome back, Wastoids. We'll talk to you soon.